Camera guy, I'm over there. And be like, oh, oh, my bad. Sorry. Hi. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to episode 12 of the Channel 64 series. In this episode, I want to kick things off, and, well, as you can see, I gotta change out Death Island. It is no longer going to be referred to as Death Island. I don't know what I'm gonna name it yet, but it needs a new name. So, I'm also wearing the wrong skin. 1 second. Ah, that's better. Got the old eyepiece and everything back. This whole Run and 2 series with 2 different skins, it's complicated, and I'm not very good at it yet, but I'm gonna get better, I promise. So, as I was saying, Death Island, well, it really wasn't feeling or fitting the vibe of Marinopa Junction anymore. It just wasn't, so it was time for a change. So I am going to be kind of setting up some perimeter walls and this little pathway to the main building, and then I want to, well, spruce it up and naturify it and probably throw a couple of little custom trees, maybe some benches, that kind of thing. Just, kind of make it pretty. But, well, as you can see, I haven't finished the back yet, but I am going to, so I am going to go work on the backside, and then I will bring you back in, and let's talk about a couple of quick little trees. And there we go. We got our walls all put up, all grassified and pretty, and I even finished the back. It's all good and party. Now, next thing on today's agenda of business is a tree. A very custom little tree. A tree that I have never attempted to make before in my life. It's a custom version of one of them. A custom acacia tree. Never tried it before. This could be awful. This could be cool. So let's see what happens. First thing we're going to want to do is get a trunk, but I want this to be a big acacia tree. So we're not going to be going for a little skinny one wide. We could just plant an acacia sapling and bone meal it, and we could call it done. No, that's no fun. So I want to be kind of the center-ish around here, and we're going to be going for 2 wide trunk. Now, already we're probably off to a bad start, but we got to get some ideas going here. So, thanks to the handy little tweakaroo free camera, I can kind of take a little look-sees here. So, a lot of acacia trees do the whole, sprawly out bits and go all jaggedy over to the sides. So I'm going to have to incorporate that as well. So if I'm doing a tree here, I probably am okay with kind of bringing it back in a bit. Or maybe we move the trunk and we have the whole tree kind of go this way. Yes, that is a much better spot. Finding the right place to build your tree before you build your tree is definitely important, because if you've ever built a tree in the wrong place and had to move it, it's soul crushing. It really, really is. So I really would like to avoid that. I am going to kind of build up a little bit of a trunk here, and I do have some of the 4-sided acacia as well, just to kind of try and offset this a little bit. Not bad. It needs a little square in here, so we'll probably add a little bit of something there. And then we can come through and kind of change the directions of these ones, because them being sideways looks... Is it funny or is it texture? Well, we probably should add a little bit more of a trunk as well. So let me kind of sculpt this out a little bit here, and then let me bring you back in and we can see what we can see and see how we're doing. The thing. Okay, we are off to a great start. So, kind of worked in a little bit of a sturdier trunk, throwing a couple of the logs into the grass as well, just to kind of look like some root systems there. And then just kind of played with the shape a little bit, so it looks just a little bit, beefier at the bottom, and then kind of starts to work its little slope up to this way. This side's better to see. There, so a little bit of a slope this way. And yes, I know I have a really strong line here, but we can break that up by putting a branch in here. Now, I've spent some time looking at Google Images, kind of looking at, well, real acacia trees, and I am going to try and do my very best to do it justice, because it is magnificent, I must say. So I am going to start playing with some kind of sprawling branch. See, this is already weird. It's too flat. This needs to go up on a little bit, I think. So let me play with this here, and let's see how the branches start to look. I think we're off to a great start. We have some, just a little bit of a kind of curved shape to the top there. And then if we just pop into the free camera, a very, very decent kind of, ovalish, circle-ish shape along there. So I think that's working out really well so far. Really, really well. Now the tricky part, because acacia tree, at least the acacia tree that I'm looking at, it has a lot of branches in the bottom, but then basically like almost a domed roof canopy. Well, similar to what the Minecraft acacia trees are like. So that's going to be tricky to get the fences in. So I think get fences in and try and kind of get some, like a nice little curve to the top, and then we can dabble some leaves on the top. So let's see how this goes. This is taking a lot longer than normal for me for making trees, because, well, it's the first time I'm making a tree like this. So, learning. Minecraft, are you okay? Like, After an hour of painstakingly placing in a lot of spruce fences, I think I'm kind of happy with where this is at. It's ow, that hurt a lot more than I thought. Yeah, I didn't want them all to be connected because then they're just too, well, spruce fences, they do the whole chonky thing, and I don't like it. So we're just gonna go for floaty fences. And now I think I'm happy with the shape, so I'm gonna start kind of putting some leaves just kind of on the top here, and, well, let's hope this goes well. Yeah, just kidding. I don't have any acacia leaves, like, at all, so I'm just gonna grab a bunch real quick. That should be enough to get me started at least. Hopefully, maybe, sort of, hopefully. Well, right now I'm just putting leaves on top of my existing fences, so I can kind of see a little bit of the shape and get a little bit of an idea, but I kind of like it so far, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep putting leaves on top of pretty much all the upper and outer fences here, and let's see what it looks like, shall we? Okay, it's coming along until you look at it from the top, and then it just looks like a dog's breakfast. So I need a lot more leaves to kind of give this a good canopy, and hopefully it looks, oh, okay, missed. Okay, I think that looks really cool. I am super happy with how that's turned out. It's kind of light and airy, not super thick leaves. You can kind of see through in places, which is kind of how it is in the picture I was looking at too. And then up on top, nice little kind of semi-broken up canopy again as well, which is awesome. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. But I need to be honest with you. This is a procrastination tree because, well, I am super nervous to start the main build of this episode. Yeah, the tree's not the main thing. Nuh-uh. That we have a huge project to do, and I'm super nervous about it. I don't know why, but I am. But I'm a little stumped on what to kind of terraform around here. I might throw a couple of like organic acacia trees in there just to kind of break it up a little bit, but I don't know. But if y'all see that row of scaffolding up there way off in the distance, that's where we gotta go. And it's a big project, and I'm super nervous, but I'm gonna kick this off into a big time lapse. So kick back, enjoy some tunes, and please like what I'm about to build. I spent weeks designing it. That time lapse was ridiculous. Seriously, though. It was like almost 3.5, 4 hours. That was insane. But totally worth it. I love it. Just look at this thing. I'll be all majestic and flying and shippy and I'm stuck. And I'm stuck. There we go. Oh, it's got some good size to it. It just feels so cool when you're walking around on it. Like, it's extremely unfinished, and, well, let's be honest, I may or may not do anything over here because this is designed to be just a backdrop, just to bring life to Marianopa Junction. Plus, I've literally done nothing on the inside, like, at all. So that would be, that'd be a lot of work. So we're just going to leave that closed for now and head up to the crow's nest, where I figured I'm going to hang out here, and let's take a quick look at what this looks like in shaders. And it looks even better with shaders. Oh, it's so good. It's just so cool. And of course, it is very heavily inspired by the movie Treasure Planet. If you haven't seen it, shame on you. Go watch it. But after you finish here, because, well, yeah, I was super nervous to share this with you. I don't know why. Probably because I've never built anything like this at all. So let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I truly would appreciate it. And while we're at it, this is going to have to wrap up this episode, folks. This has been a ton of work. A ton of work. Like weeks of prepare to be okay with sharing that. So yeah, drop me a little like if you like the ship there. Hit me a little comment if you got any tips or suggestions, or if you just want to, let me know. I'd appreciate it. And if you want to come back and see what else we built here in Marianopa Junction, hit that little sub button. It means a lot to me. So until next time, folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.